For some reason, the internet presents breakout strategies as not working. But for me, breakout strategies are very effective if used properly. So in this video, I'm going to dive into my 2025 breakout strategy and show you how to execute breakouts properly. It has worked great for me with over 75% win rate, and with Trump back in office, this is definitely something you want to learn, because we're going to see long and drawn out moves and trending moves which you need to be able to execute by trading continuation. So with that being said, let's get straight into this video and discuss about breakouts. And if you enjoyed, leave a subscribe and like. Let's go. Like I said in the intro, a lot of people tend to believe breakouts fail, right? And this is why I'm making this video, because breakouts is a big part of my strategy. I love trading breakouts. They're fun, they have high volume, they're simple, and it's effective if you know what you're doing. I've taken multiple breakouts. Even during this month, I have taken some of my biggest trades here, 64 points, 47 points, have been from breakout trades. And it's really important to understand what exactly makes a breakout and how do you take ones that do not end up being fake outs. So this is what I'm going to explain in this video, is basically discuss a little bit about my 2025 breakout strategy. Now, it's not that much different to 2024. The only difference is going to be about the market positioning. So you better listen up, watch to the end so you understand everything fully. I'm also going to give you actionable steps to take to be able to implement this yourself. And yeah, let's get into it. So the first part is going to be understanding what is a breakout. How do we define a breakout? So a breakout basically talks about price breaking out of a range. So a breakout means price is not giving a clear trend. It's either making higher highs and then lower lows. It's not giving a clear trend, and then we break out up or we break out down. That's a breakout. Many people get caught out in this part of the range, right? And then let's say they try to take a buy here, they fail. They try to take a sell here, they fail. And then price breaks out, and you end up wondering to yourself, damn, why did price break out, right? And breakouts don't work. It was a liquidity grab, blah, blah, blah. It's not the case. The case is because there's not enough work being done before. So number one thing about breakout is going to be bias, right? You want to have a solid bias. We're not going to speak about mixed bias in this video. That's more advanced. If you follow along, follow the live streams, you will be able to learn more about mixed bias and how I take breakouts during mixed bias. But I want to keep this video short. So the way we identify bias, you start on the daily time frame. If the previous daily candle closed bullish, okay, so this would be previous, and the previous 4-hour candle closed bullish, it's a bullish session. Means I'm looking for buys. Okay, that's it. If I'm taking a breakout, I'm only taking a buy breakout. So if there's a range formed and price goes down here, I'm not taking a sell, because previous daily and previous 4-hour closed bullish before my session. And I'm taking only the buys if we break out. And that's where people are going to get caught out, right? So I'm only taking buys. Now, the second step is going to be, what time do you take these breakouts? Very important. During volume times. London session, only after Frankfurt open, right? Which is 1 hour before London open. And New York session, only after NY open. Even before NY open, breakouts rarely work. NYSE is even more powerful. Now, the reason I want to make this video is also, as I mentioned in the intro, you know, with Trump coming into power, NASDAQ, stocks, all of this pushing at all-time highs. When you're coming to trade indices, now on this example here, I'm showing gold, but when you trade indices, you want to be working more towards after New York Stock Exchange open, not before, but gold valid before as well. New York Stock Exchange open also very powerful. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like a video about how to trade around the opening times. I can make that, but like I said, I want to keep this short. So bias number one. Second thing is going to be identifying a range. So what is a range? Range is basically something where we cannot spot the trend. Okay, this would be a range here. So ranges can be big. They don't have to be a tight consolidation, okay? So we're going to rewind to maybe, let's say, this part. That candle broke out. But remember, we have bullish bias. Previous daily close bullish, previous 4-hour close bullish. The next thing, we're going to identify a range. Here, there's no trend. You see how the sells failed? Why did the sells fail? Because it was bullish bias, right? If we mark this as a resistance and mark this as a support, right? So this is going to be our next step, is marking our zones. We identify this range, there's no trend. This higher, it's a lower low, not a higher high. We're in a range. We need to then find, okay, if we break out of this range, is there space for us to go? And that space starts all the way from the daily. So the first thing you have to mark here, is there a daily resistance? There is one up here, very far away. Don't really need to mark it. The next time frame you need to go down into is the 4-hour. Now, what I recommend you do is watch my full free course. This is going to teach you all of these steps and teach you exactly in depth about how to actually mark up properly. But in this breakout video, you're going to go down the time frames, look at 4-hour, we don't have resistances. This is what you want for a breakout. You want clean candle areas because it can't reject of anything. Breakouts fail when price rejects of something. So here is clean, and then we go to the 1 hour, we check the 1 hour, also clean here until, yeah, it's clean fully. 30-minute, we check the 30-minute as well here. 30-minute is beautiful and clean, and 15-minute should be the same. There we go. 15-minute is also beautiful and clean here until this spot here. It's our next resistance, okay? So if we're looking for a breakout trade, the time frame I'm going to be using to enter a breakout, my power time frame is the 15-minute time frame. I like 15-minute close. If you're trading on indices, you can push down to the 5 depending on the volume. So all it's going to be simple as this, and I'm going to pull up a small picture for you. It's going to be this. This is my setup number 1, continuation trade or the breakout, right? So we have the rules. Must follow trend, makes sense during volume time, works best 15-minute, 1 hour. Continuation trade, candle must close. So we look for the range. We identify the range. No trend. This was a breakout, so I'd like to show you this first actually. This candle here was a breakout as well, right? So we had a range, we had the resistance, support, boom, we broke out, gives you your 1-to-1, and then you look to continue. So in this example here, what are we looking for? We have the range, resistance, support. We're looking for the candle to close above that resistance or support. That's going to be our confirmation candle. Boom, that's your confirmation candle of the breakout. This candle is actually on the limit of being too big of a close, but the difference is here we have such a big range, it's okay, and we have structure here. If the candles push up, like this breakout here is not good because it's pushed already. There was originally an original close, and then the next candle closed above. It's going to be invalid, too deep, no structure. This created structure, then close, very important for the breakout. That would be your entry signal. Stop loss, like the image. I'm going to link this. This is in my free Discord group, right? That's in the description. Check my free Discord group. You will be able to find this PDF here. It has a few other setups regarding another video, but you can concentrate on this. And we're looking for the close above. Stop loss going to go below the previous candle like I showed in the image. And you're going to be looking for price to break the high. Boom. That's going to trigger you into that breakout trade. Perfect. You do need a bottom wick here because we want to see price go down before continuing up, and then should be able to continue to the TP, which I drew wrong. TP should be right at this level here. Now in this instance here, if we actually measure, it is just a 1-to-1, just a 1-to-1. That's the minimum you want to be. Your range, if your range is not a 1-to-1, you don't want to be taking the trade. That's the rule. Like, remember I said this is just on the border. Like literally this is just on the border. It's exactly basically a 1-to-1. If not even a 0.9 here, you know, we could even squeeze that. You can see that. So this is the maximum, but I'm using this for an example purposes. If you'd like, my stream journal is my track record. I have my public track record. You're welcome to go through my stream journal and check the trades to see multiple examples of this setup number 1. So, you know, it did pull back once we tapped that zone there. I wonder if it continued above. Yeah, it ended up hitting TP fully. Now there's another breakout trade happening here. Again, we create structure, price closes above, breakout again. So that's multiple breakout trades here, and this was all during what time? 1830. If you check what time 1830 is, this is New York Stock Exchange open, NYSE open. This is actually an example from Tuesday, on Tuesday's breakout option here. So New York Stock Exchange opens at 6:30 my time, which is going to be 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So like I said, during the volume times, that's the time you want to be executing on these breakouts. So I'm experimenting with shorter videos. Hopefully I've kept it concise enough and clear. Go ahead, start practicing. Let me know if you like the shorter video format, if it's clearer, straight to the point, and you know, some nice examples, and you know, cut it straight. So concentrate on these. There's going to be a lot of opportunities where we have heavy trending moves this year, and I do believe that these trending moves are going to be able you to identify and catch breakouts out of ranges trades, not pullbacks, because sometimes we won't get chance for price to pull back. Pullbacks will be followed by a mess like this that will stop you out. These pullbacks will stop you out. So I think this is going to be extremely interesting to see how this develops. Hopefully this helped. If it did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and hopefully catch you in a future video. Peace.